Where the hell are we? Oh, now Fumi, you're awake. Good. Um, I don't know where we are. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. So, Dana. Yes? Sorry. Yes. Where's Raftalia? No idea. I just woke up as well, now Fumi. I can't know everything. Of course. Crap. The hell? Our levels. They're back at 1. They reduced. They. Of course. Just of course. Of course. Has has either of you seen Philo or Raftalia? No? Hey, I'm here. Hi. You're small again. Oh, little Raftalia. How you doing? Not good. I'm small again. I see that. Oh, did you see that? Hi, it's me. We anime. We. I'm so sorry how late this is. Over the past few days, it's been Thanksgiving, and I have a very hunt. Uh, it's hunting season. I hunt. Okay. Um, it's just a thing I've been doing for all my life. Um, so yeah, that's why it's been such a hard time to actually record this since it's all started Friday when I first went. Yeah, right. It's been a while, but for the next week, there's only one more week, so it might be off and on recording days. It might be iffy, but we'll get through it. We will. We will. Hopefully. um, yeah, we will hopefully get through it. Okay. But after that, we're home free until next year, until Christmas. I will have no breaks until Christmas. Whew. I hope y'all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I'm still eating the leftovers. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's certainly been crazy. But like I said, it's gonna be off and on for the next couple weeks. Well, week. Okay. Since hunting season is only one more week. Yeah, it is this up and coming week, and that's it. So until then, it's gonna be iffy, like I said. Um, Today we're going over the new world arc, where they're transported into Kizana's world. Right, we're going into that. Um, Hopefully getting it done. Right. Well, I guess there's nothing else to say or do. So let me get a drink of water, and I think you should too. Either way, let me get a drink of water, and then we can get into this. Okay. So now for me and the current party, all except for Philo. So Sedina, Rishia, and Raftalia start exploring this area they are in. It looks to be a jail cell. Multiple jail cells, just one after another. there would be multiple signs of a person or people living here. So they would be cautious this entire time until they would find the exit of this place. Eventually they do. And as soon as they do, they get out and start looking around the surrounding area, leveling up one after another until they would be around level 10. Everyone would be around either through 5 to 10, depending on what they would do, right? Right, and yeah. Eventually, they would stop and make camp by a river of sorts, a water stream. As they do, Naofumi would be behind everyone, as uh, Rishia and Raftalia would be um, just sitting there by the fire, right? Sedina there too, just sitting up on top of a rock as a Kampa, the humanoid turtle creature, would jump out of the water trying to um, get Raftalia since she is the smallest one, right? So as that would happen, Naofumi would bring his staff and whack, swipe right on the side of its head, turning it sideways, but and slightly like as it would reach the ground, it would kind of slide like step back, like stunned, and then shake its head and go as it would swipe at Naofumi. Naofumi would just hit its like wrist and have it turn the other way, and then just boom, 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 hit it rapidly with his staff, just one after another, under the jaw, in the gut, um, on the side, like between the shell and the front carapace of the um, Compa. It would like falter after that hit, but then it would grab onto Naofumi and headbutt him multiple times, as it would then dig its claws and tear down from his like upper like pec down to like bottom of his ribs, like torn open. But then Naofumi would bring, like he would fight through the pain, grit his teeth, bring his staff under and up through its like through its like the bottom of its between its jaw, like it would go straight through, but it would still be kicking. It would try to like jump up, like, but it's like it, hold on, okay, hold on. So it went through the jaw, like bottom of the jaw, into the mouth of the Kampa, Kampa, however you say it, and it would be lifted off of the ground by Naofumi. Just like he's breathing heavy. You could see the blood like soak his clothes and like cover the bits of metal. Well, that would be not like that wouldn't be like touched. Uh, as he would then throw it up a little bit, it would look down, but then a wire, like a hook from like a fishing rod, and in the fishing line would wrap around its neck and decapitate it. As Naofumi would stumble backwards, fall to his butt, and then proceed to pass out. Right. Uh, yeah. After a couple hours, Naofumi would finally awaken, clothes and like the chest, like plate off, like his upper clothing is gone, like off, not gone. Um, he would get up, start looking around, seeing a new face, and then on the other side, he would see everyone else, as they would all say, "Now for me, finally! Hey there, how you doing? Who are you? My name's Kizuna. How you doing?" Like she's going for a handshake. Yeah, no. Well, I did say you could at least do that, but okay. You all trust her? I mean, she did patch up your wounds better than Sedina did. Hey, hey, I think I did well. Yeah, whatever you say. Um, yeah, we kinda do. I gave you all food. Kizuna would go and start to explain everything, as then Nalphemia's party would explain how they got here and everything what happened previously with the spirit tortoise and that type of stuff, right? Right. After explaining all this, time would pass to a couple of days later within the Infinity Labyrinth. As they would walk through the place where they would eventually escape from the Infinity Labyrinth, they would do so. Okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the chase. They would escape from like the same way they do in canon. Okay, same way, same premise, right? And like glitching through like they do. Uh, right. Doing so would then in turn cause them to fall through the glitch space, eventually landing. Actually, I forget where they landed. I forget where they landed. Like, I actively forget. Wherever they would land, I think no, they wouldn't land at a Dragon Hourglass. Oh gosh, where did they land? Or arrive? Appear at? I forget. But they would eventually go through a town selling multiple items, right? The soul, whatever potion, uh, and so many more. Eventually making enough money to get new clothing for everyone. New armor, new clothing. You get the gist, right? And I mean, like Naomi's clothing wouldn't really change. It'd basically be really close to the same as in canon, right? Um, like very similar, just a couple changes. Um, Actually, there wouldn't be any changes. It's just the same stuff as in canon. So with this handy, they would make their way towards the Dragon Hourglass, right? Eventually making it there to be noticed by multiple men. These men they would reduce down to are Kyu's hired arms, right? The one guy that thinks he's better than everyone. That you get my point, right? You know who. I don't remember his name by any means, but we all should know who I'm talking about. At least I hope. I hope we all know who I'm talking about, or I'm just gonna sound crazy, which I'm not. I hope not. Could be. Oh, I got no clue. But either way, making it there, um, fighting off multiple of these hired armed guards, fighting off the guards. Uh, as you know, Raftalia being kidnapped, Rishia, Sedina, and Naofumi and Kizuna will be teleported into the Dragon Hourglass into a different area near the capital, I believe. Um, right, I believe so. It's been a while. I've been watching Demon Slayer again, uh, along with Black Clover and Demon Slayer lately. Uh, Mostly because, well, one, I wanted to rewatch Black Clover again for like the fifth or seventh time, I forget. Right, and Demon Slayer, I'm making a what if about in the coming weeks, so I wanted to make sure I get down the like accuracy down pat for the up and coming what if. So yeah, it's been a while since I've watched Shield Hero. Okay, okay. But yeah, they would be teleported to a different Dragon Hourglass, making it going towards the capital in a couple days, or maybe a day. I don't remember, but either way, making it there. Um, Along the way, once they would arrive through the Dragon Hourglass, before they make it to the capital, they would find Philo and do the same thing as in canon. Okay, beat up the guy, steal back Philo in her new form. Right. Um, Doing that would lead them to go to the capital, whatever it is, the kingdom that summoned Kizuna. Yeah. But yeah, doing that, making it there, introducing Naofumi and his party to Ethnobolt, and traveling in the way to find Raftalia. And we'll head over to her for a minute. They are currently running and running and running as fast as they can to escape guards. Because they just escaped from a jail that was supposed to hold them for a very long time. But it didn't do that. They escaped the means of illusionary means, okay? So, doing so would get them to the place where they are holding the two, the katana vassal weapon. Yeah, that place where they're. Rafatelli would get that. She would go running. Lark, Teresa, and Glass would run after her like, Rafatelia, come on! Right? She would go hiding. I'm sorry, I'm rushing through this. Um, there's reasons. I bathroom man. Okay, some foods don't agree with me. See, I'm not lactose intolerant. Okay, but beets, those things, the purple food that turn everything like purple, reddish. Yeah, those I ate some. They don't agree with me currently. Okay, I was eating chili and well, I mean, we didn't have chili at the Thanksgiving, but you get my point. I was eating chili and some beets. It's actually a surprisingly good mixture. I'm not. Yeah, it's surprisingly very good. No kidding. I do recommend holding out on a second to get another bowl of chili and beets before. Yeah, I do hope. I maybe save that for another day. Maybe save another bowl for another day. I did not. But yeah. Uh, these bio augmented women of they're not biomen. It's the guy and the two ladies, and who would bring uh the fake white tiger uh spirit monster, them to there to capture and take down Raftalia. So excuse me. Right. Which Raftalia would take down these two, but would have issues. Would take down the main guy, right? But would have an issue with the two white tigers. Hold on, I need to check something. Either way, going through and coming down from above, or, well, one person, and then you would hear another person say, First stance, Skybound will swing! Then you'd hear, I don't know, you would hear just, as in the other tiger monster beast would have a staff, just whack him on top of the head that would crush its skull and just send it to the ground. Okay. How you been? No for me? Hey kiddo. Wrong time. How you been? I've been all right. How about you? Well, kiddo. I've been locked up in a jail. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Okay. Ugh. Hey, Lark. You ready to kick some ass? You betcha. You bet. Who's physical in Kyo? I hate that guy. You know that? I do too. I mean, like, he's such a piece of garbage. And his stupid book. I know, right? It's not fun by any means. I know, right? Yeah, I know. Time skip. They would make it back. They would make it back to the capital. Uh, within a amount of time, talking to a blacksmith. I don't remember the name of, and then Nelphamina's party would learn that Lark's a prince. He doesn't really. He would still like pick on him about it, but he wouldn't really judge him by any means. Like, ha, you're a prince. That's hilarious, right? And then after a little bit of time, a new acquaintance would arrive. This being the um, loyal sword to Kyo. I don't really remember. Okay, but this lady would jump out, start swinging at people, at this group of people, just swing, 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 just trying to slash them. Now, Family would just like stand there as she would try to do this, just like she would like bring her sword down to just cut him in half, vertically, and now Family would just catch it between his like fingers, just like a ding, not fingers, between his hands. Like he would catch it, like rip it. Like as soon as he would touch it, it would just blast out from like his grasp, like backwards, and send this lady. It would rip out of her hand into the sky. Yeah, I forgot that could happen. Well, he would jump up, start spinning, as he would say, "Yeah, I don't care." Boom! He would swing his staff right at it, as it would hit it at like the side of the blade, snap that thing in half, and send both pieces out of the walls of the kingdom into a river. As then he would land back down and say, "I'll tell you this right now, lady. I don't care who you are or who you work for. I'm coming for him." What? What does that mean? You said you didn't care about who I work for. I work for Kyo, by the way. Well, now I care. I'm not talking to this lady. He would just go sit down on a bench. Just, just sit down, like cross his legs on it. Just. So since when was waves supposed to end up here? That waves weren't here. They are. You knew this. Wait, I did? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Um, lost a little bit of blood. Yeah. Don't want to talk about it. You got like a bet on this boat? No, you're about to fight, too. Oh, right. What's the chance of me just busting down through the roof of that building and just heading straight to the bottom? I don't know. But your friends are going to the front. Oh, they already left. Come forth, White Tiger staff. His staff would turn white with black stripes like a white tiger. Um, yeah, what this would do as he would start an incantation. As the staff here, I order thee to obey my command. Boost my allies' strength. White Tiger's Grace. As that would happen, everyone would get like a white glow on them. His party, Lark, Teresa Glass, and Ethnobolt would all get this white energy around them. As Nafumi would say, "How about the chances now?" "I think you got this." As he would run off the edge of the boat, jump, and would semi glide because of his cape. Like he would grab the ends of it and just kind of semi glide. Like it's a very faulty glide system, but it's working somehow. But he's flying down, like gliding down, and then he would start flipping in the air with his staff, and then whack! Dust would billow, rocks and just massive bricks would scatter as multiple layers of stone and would be broken in as there would be a massive like hole at the top of this now because of Naofumi. As then he would land in front, like in the middle of a hallway, like middle of a fight, like mirror, like not mirror hero, but the two ladies and like Sedina and Raftalia, not Raftalia, Rishia would be behind them. He would turn around and say, sorry, sorry, if you wouldn't mind, I got a magic guide to beat the crap out of." He would say, excuse me, yeah, you all have fun. As he would then continue, like they're all quite confused on how he got there. Rishi would say, "What just happened?" "Oh, Naofumi really, really loves to get me riled up." Yeah, she would just scream, "Yeah!" like, and then go just start like attacking the two augmented people. As Naofumi would start to run, uh, right, he would start to run faster, uh, like running past Raftalia and the uh, mirror vassal weapon wielder fighting. He would rush past as a green blur would just. It would. You could probably hear some. Good luck, Raftalia. You could hear that as like as he would pass, as he would pass, and then he would just jump up and just go drop kick a door. Just two doors would go flying as he would say, "I am here," in like an All Might fashion pose. All Might? "Hi, young one. I am here to hit you in the face." And then, yeah, I don't think so. He would start doing spells like boom, fireball. "I cast fireball." Joe Swanson. "I cast fireball." That's not his voice. "I cast fireball." Fireball. That like a banjo behind the fight. Nafumi's just dodging and just weaving, using vibe stab to shoot rocks out sharp to like spike the rocks at um, Kyo, and he would just this would be the fight until Kyo would just eventually get tired or slip up like a spell and just get right on the side of the face, knocking him out instantly. Yeah! Scooby-Doo has seen. All I can imagine with those two, like the banjo and the drums, is a Scooby-Doo like going through the door and then ending up going through another door. Like Naofumi is chasing Kiyo through the doors and just. Oh my goodness! Oh my! What is that? All I can imagine. Oh my gosh! Crazy dog! Oh my goody goody jump drops! I'm gonna end it off here because all they do is leave after this. Anyways, thank you all for watching. What is up with me? Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all come back next time. Um, I don't know what to say about this video. Anyways, roll the dice. Bye.